Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Aditya and today we are going to solve question 1 of homework 3. Here we have probability of x equal to k equals b into k into p raised to k minus 1, where k ranges from 1 to up to infinity. And also we have p is greater than 0 but less than 1. So first part of the question is to find b so that probability of x equal to k represents a probability mass function. Okay, so let's begin. We have to find b so that probability of x equal to k represents a probability mass function. Okay, so we know that for a probability mass function, summation of k equal to 1 up to infinity for probability of x equal to k is equal to 1. So therefore we solve this now. So we substitute the value of p of x equal to k, which is b into k into p raised to k minus 1, and then here we have to find b. So b, we can take it outside here, and therefore we have b into summation of k equal to 1 to infinity k into p raised to k minus 1. Now we can see that this part is derivative of p raised to k, which I have mentioned here. So we can just substitute it as a derivative. So now we have b into derivative of summation of k equal to 1 into infinity p of k, which is equal to 1. So now we can substitute this value as limit k tends to infinity p into 1 minus p raised to k upon 1 upon p. So we are just substituting the value of this here, and which is equal to 1. So now we also know that p is between 0 and 1 and k tends to infinity. Therefore, since p is a very small number which is raised to almost, which is tends to infinity, the value will be close to 0. So we take p of p raised to k equals 0, and which makes it easier to solve this problem. So we have b into derivative of p upon 1 minus p equal to 1. Now we have to solve this by partial derivative. So to save time, I've already solved it. So we have b into p upon 1 minus p square plus 1 upon 1 minus p equals 1. So now we just cross multiply, and then we have b into p plus 1 minus p upon 1 minus p square equal to 1. So now we have b into 1 minus, actually to carry forward the wrong sign. So it is 1 minus p square now, which I corrected later. So b into 1 upon 1 minus p square equals 1. So we have our value. We just multiply both sides by 1 minus p square, and then we have b equals 1 minus p whole square. So this is the value of b. Now for the second part, we have to find the estimated value of x. So to find e of x, we know that e of x equals summation of k equal to 1 to infinity k into p of probability of x equal to k. Okay. So now we substitute the value of probability of x equal to k again. So which is b into p, b into k into p raised to k minus 1, and then we solve the sum again, and so we substitute the value of b. We substitute, since we found the this is the derivative of p raised to k, so we substitute it again, and here we have our equation. So so here we can see that we almost have the form k into p of k minus 1, but for that we have to just take a p outside. So here we just multiply this by p. So we have k into p of k minus 1, which is again a derivative of p raised to k. So we substitute it again. This is getting a little bit messy because the calculations are a little complicated, but nevertheless it is accurate. And then we have 1 minus p square into derivative of p into 1 upon 1 minus p square with respect to p. So we just solve this again by partial derivative, and to save the time I have pre-solved it. So we have 1 minus p square into 1 minus p square minus p into bracket 2 into bracket 1 minus p plus 1 upon 1 minus p square whole square, which is the derivative of p upon 1 minus p square. So I further solved it. So we have e of x, which is 1 upon p upon 1 plus p upon 1 minus p. So this is the value of e of x. Okay, so now the third part is we have to find out estimated value of x square. So e of x square, we have a similar process, but this time since it's x square, so we have a summation of k equal to 1 to infinity k square into probability of x equal to k, because we have to find x square. So similar process, we substitute wherever we see k into p of k minus 1, we substitute, and when we get p raised to k, we just take 1p common outside, so we just have p of k minus 1. So this is what I did. So we'll just skip this step, and then we'll come down to this. So here, after looping, after doing this in loop, we have b, which I have not substituted, but we know the value of b, it is 1 upon 1 minus p square. So b into derivative of p into derivative of p, because we substituted it twice, so now we have derivative of p into 1 upon 1 minus p square. So let's turn the page. So now estimated probability of x square, we have so now here I substitute the value of b, and so here we have the value of here we have we took partial derivatives, and we found out the derivative of p upon 1 minus p square. So to save time, I have already calculated it. So we found out derivative again of the whole equation, which so here we have derivative of p plus p square upon 1 minus p cube with respect to p. So again we solve it using partial derivatives. So we have the equation which is simplified to p square plus 4p plus 1 upon 1 minus p square. So this is the estimated value or probability of x square. So b part we have solved. So c part is not that difficult. For c part, we just have to find out the difference between estimated probability of x square minus square of estimated probability of x. So we have both the terms. So the first term I have substituted it from here, and from earlier on we have probability of x, estimated probability of x, so that we have to square. So by simplifying it, we get this equation as 2p upon 1 minus p square, which is the answer for the third subpart of the question. So now let's find the fifth part of the question. Now here we have p equal to 1/3, and we have to find out the conditional probability mass function, where probability of x equal to k for with respect to x lies between 2 and 5 inclusive. So this part is pretty easy. So now we have p equal to 1/3. Okay, and then so we substitute 1 minus p square later, so we just found out the value first, because it's the value of b. So it comes out to 4 upon 9, which is the value of b. So we have the value of b. Now we just get parts of the equations. So probability of x equal to k is given by b into k into p raised to k minus 1, which is given in the question. So we substitute the values here. So since we know the value of b now, so 4 upon 9 into, and we know the value of p, into k into 1 upon 3 raised to k minus 1. So this is, we are going to use it later. So I just derived it first. Okay, so we have to find this conditional probability. So we already know that probability of A with respect to B is equal to P of AB upon P of B. So it's basically the same formula we use. So here we have probability of x equal to k with respect to with x in the range of 2 and 5 inclusive, and upon summation of x equal to 2 to 5 probability of x equal to k. Now this part is nothing but probability of x equal to 2 plus x equal to 3 plus x equal to 4 plus x equal to 5. And this part we know the value of this part, right? Because we have already substituted it here. So we just substitute the equations, and we have in equation something which is like this. So it goes like 4 upon 9 into k into 1 upon 3 raised to k minus 1 divided by 4 upon 9 into 2 into 1 upon. So this is the value of p of x equal to 2, and this is the value of p of x equal to 5. So basically these values. And if you simplify this equation, so we have approximately this value comes out to approximately 1 by 0.5377 into 4 upon 9k into 1 minus 3 k raised to 1. 1 minus 3 raised to k minus 1. So this is the value for when x lies in the range of 2 to 5 inclusive, and it is 0 otherwise. Thank you so much for watching the video.